welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to put my makeup on. I'll do it fairly quickly and it's just how I wear my everyday makeup. So at the moment I've actually got some Nivea balm on my lips just to moisten them, pump them up a little bit, and I'm going to use Clinique foundation, and I'm going to use a MAC primer. Not sure which one it is yet, but I'm going to very little practice with it. So I'm just going to pop some primer on to start with. Just show you. So I've already got the Nivea cream on, the face cream on, that I put on earlier on. That was my Nivea one. I told you I use Nivea. Anyway, so we just pop that on my eyes, all over my face, and then I'm going to use the foundation. Now this is lovely and it's nice and dewy for my mature skin. I am 55, mind you. The only thing I find with this is it doesn't come with an applicator, so you have to tip it out onto your arm, onto your hand, or use a brush. So that's the only annoying thing about this. Otherwise, it's a really nice foundation. So I'll just pop some of that on. Okay, and I'll use I've got a MAC brush just to blend it all in with. And it does feel really nice on. It doesn't feel like a really thick, heavy foundation as well. And then, you know, with our fine, delicate skin as we're older with our wrinkles, it actually looks quite nice, doesn't it? It blends in really nicely. It sort of soaks into the pores pretty good. It depends on what type of skin you've got, of course. Okay, so I'll just put my hair out of the way. Okay, so the next thing I do, I'm going to get some. I use Thin Lizzy for primer on my eyelids. So I'll just pop a little bit of that on. Pop a little bit off of there. Too much on there. If you've got too much, just go above your eyelid. Just if there's a bit of discoloration, you can just go above there. So it looks like that. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Tartelette eyeshadow that I always use, and I find because they're matte finish, they're much better for mature age skin. Okay, so I'm actually going to just coat the whole eyelid with a white powdery base. I'm actually using that one up there, just so that the eyeshadow glides on a lot easier. I'll just put that on there. It kind of gets rid of the shimmery bit that you've just put on. And that side as well. Okay, so far I've got it like that. Okay, all right, so now I've got a droopy eye on that side. So what I do, I am trying to grow the fringe out, even though I did a YouTube tutorial on cutting my fringe. I'm slowly growing it out, but if you have a droopy eye, if you've got a fringe, it actually helps disguise it a little bit. So the idea for my droopy eye is I'm going to try and lift the makeup up so it doesn't look so droopy. So I need to carve out above the crease line, and I'll show you what I do there. And I'll show you what colour I use. I'm just using this colour here, and then I'm going to use that one for the lid. So the way I do it to disguise my droopy eye is go above, I don't know if you can see, above the crease line. Don't do it too hard, just do it fairly gently so it's not, you're not digging into your skin. And then when you open your eye, it kind of gives it a bit of a hollow carving. Do the same the other side. Just check in the mirror that we're balanced. Yeah, so you sort of get that little kind of look anyway. So it'll just stop it looking droopy. Okay, the next thing I do, I put the colour on the eyelid. Might be a little bit more there. I will probably go back and redo that a little bit thicker when I put the other bits on as well. Okay. All right, let's have a look so far. Maybe a little bit more, what do you think? Yeah, so far, looks like that. Now with the eyebrows, I don't really make too much. In fact, I'm going to cheat and I'm actually just going to use the colour I've put on the eyelids because it's a similar colour to my eyebrows. And with my eyebrows, I just really sort of blend them in a little bit because I've got some grey hair on my eyebrows, so I just sort of colour it in as if I'm dyeing the eyebrows. And again, you don't really see the eyebrows much with my hairstyle, so I can get away with not doing too much to them. And I know it faces the frame. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I do there. Let's just have a bit of makeup so far. Okay, looking nice. Now, I line the eyes. I'm actually going to use a blue colour. I've got this Australis eye pencil. I love it, it's really good. I've been using it for years and it goes on really well. But I'm going to tight line the waterline underneath, and that'll just give a bit of depth for the eyelashes. You can see a little bit there. And I'll just have to put the eyeliner on the bottom off camera because I can't see. I need to hold my eye down. Right. Yeah, so it kind of looks like that. Okay. Now, eyelashes. I need eyelashes. So I've got the MAC curler. So I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. I don't know if you saw my first introduction video, but I had false eyelashes on and they look hideous on me. I regret doing that video now, but anyway, you live and learn. But my eyelashes aren't too bad, so I can sort of, you know, pile them up with a bit of mascara anyway. Now, what's the mascara I'm using? I'm using Maybelline mascara. Just pop that on. Like I said, a fairly quick video just of how I do my everyday makeup for the mature age woman. Okay, so I find that they're long, they do, you know, they go onto the eyelid, so I have to redo that part of the eyelid again once the mascara is dry. And again, I do the bottom of them. I like the bottoms done. I'm trying to accentuate your best features. I've got to clean that up now. That looks a little bit messy there. Let me just have a look. Yeah, I'll just quickly clean. Actually, I'll let that dry, then I'll just clean up those little bits there. Now, while that's drying, I will start on my cheeks. So probably do a tiny bit of contouring. I've got the Anastasia contour kit. I'm only going to use a little bit of this, and I'll just pop that. Where's my other brush? This one. Just going to pop a little bit under the cheekbone now. Not really much at all. Yeah, okay, so that's like that so far. And then I'm going to use, I've got a Bobbi Brown blusher, so I'm just going to use that one on the middle part of the cheek. We pull such funny faces when we're putting makeup on, don't we? Or the apples of the cheeks. Give it a smile. Maybe a tiny bit more. Now, I find with this foundation, I don't really need to put any powder on to set it because it's got the nice dewy look about it. So I don't put the powder on. But what I will put on is a tiny little bit of highlighter, and I've got the Rimmel highlighting kit, blending blusher kit, whatever it is. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on. my little brush. Just where I've put the blusher on, really, just on that little bit on, just on there. Looks nice, isn't it? So far. Right, I'm getting there. Now, back to the eyes. I'm just going to go in and make it a tiny bit darker. So I'm just going to use this one here. And I'm just going to carve in a tiny little bit. Actually, I've got a crease brush here. I'm just going to make a little bit of a V on here, just to accentuate just a little bit here. Just to make it a little bit darker there, and then we'll blend that in. And on that side there, I don't know if you can see that properly. Yeah, and then we'll just blend that in. And I'm using a Real Techniques blending brush as well. Just makes the sides look a little bit darker. Now, the tip that you can do to bring up your eyes is just pop a little bit more of the foundation from the concealer brush. Now let me pop a little bit on a brush. And I'm just going to lift it up slightly. I'm just going to very lightly pop a little bit on there. Then I'm going to use another brush. Not that one. Oh, sorry, I can't find the brush I was looking for. This one here. I'll just have to use my fingers. Just kind of lift it up there and then sort of blend it on. Oh, yeah. Then blend it all in, and it kind of gives you a bit of a line. I'll try to find that brush. Sorry about this. I'll use this one instead, just to show you what I mean. So kind of lift it up, and it will just sort of cut off where you want your eyeshadow to cut off. Let's have a look in the mirror. So you could make it a bit more dramatic if you want to anyway. So that's what the idea of that is. Okay, so I just want to make my eyes stand out a tiny bit more with the eyelid, because that's where the mascara's just bled onto it. So we'll just go back in and just put a tiny bit more. It might look like it's really thick, but it really isn't that thick of makeup. I don't think so anyway. Yep. Okay, yeah. I think my favourite bit is the lipstick. I love putting my lipstick on. So I've got a little liner here, just in Australis. Yeah. Just line it, just gently. And then I've got a MAC lipstick. This is my favourite colour. It's just a nice bright colour. And yeah. Not forgetting the gloss. Everyone likes a bit of gloss. So I've just got some Chanel gloss. And I'm just going to pop some of that in the middle. Yeah. And I think that's all right. What do you think? So that's my quick get ready with me makeup tutorial. Nice and quick. You can put a lot more on, or you can contour it a lot more. You can just do a lot more to it, but I find this works for me, so I'm really happy with this. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.